And the kickoff, Rico Dowdell from the 3-yard line. Or rather, Trevor Etienne looking for a little running room. Slips on his cut at the 25. Young on the roll. Flags are down, and Young will throw this one down the sideline, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley with a pick. Stingley to the Panther 40. Still on his feet, looking over his shoulder and down at the Carolina 30.
Right in the bootleg.
Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So instead of the 30-yard return on the interception for Stingley, it's a first down from the 30-yard line. And the handoff to Chuba Hubbard, and 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Young, good protection, throws. McMillan tried to yank it down with one hand. He can't pull it in with M.J. Stewart. In the backfield next to Bryce Young on 3rd down. 5-man pressure. Young in the pocket, over the middle, and it's in.
I'll say it. He's the best in the league at what he does.
Martin will punt. Braxton Berrios, the return man, at the 18-yard line. And Berrios, a little bit of a crease, and he made something out of what looked like nothing. Gets a 10-yard return to the 28.
Really command, pointing out mics, etc.
On 1st down, here's Nick Chubb, your player to watch today. And Chubb, with his first carry in a Texans uniform, gets 2. Derek Brown, they're happy to have. 2nd down and 8. Stroud's first toss, and it's Christian Kirk with the catch at the 36-yard line. Hutchinson motioning towards the top of your screen. Stroud looking, floats it down the sideline. Nico Collins, and they can't connect. He had a. Trevor Etienne is the deep man with Tommy Townsend punting it away for Houston. Etienne will wave for the fair catch and make it at the 24-yard line. Chuba Hubbard is the running back for the Panthers on 1st down. Play action. Young. Pocket breaks down. Young will scamper to the sideline and slides down in front of Alshire. 2nd down and 8 from the 25. Chuba Hubbard trying to find a crease. Not much there. Daniil Hunter the reason why. Adam Thielen in motion on 3rd down and 6. 4-man pressure. Pocket collapsing. Young chased by Anderson. In some trouble. Spins away and down he goes. Mario Edwards there to clean it up after Will Anderson provided the heat, and the Texans get to the
as well as anybody I've ever seen. He's incredible at that.
Jalen Knoll is the punt returner now for the Texans. Short punt fielded at the 41. Knoll to the 45. A little pitter-patter of the feet across midfield, and Knoll out of bounds inside the Carolina 40.
With what Jalen Knoll can do at punt returner as well.
Collins in motion to the bottom of the screen on the slant. Kirk going down to get that one from Stroud, and a 7-yard pickup through the air to the 47-yard line.
But excellent to get 7 on 1st down.
How impressed are you that ND and I were all over that math? It's preseason, but we're in mid-season math form as Chubb picks up 5. Hutchinson in motion. Stroud, quick toss to the edge, getting Nico Collins involved with a convoy in front of him, and Collins picks up 9.
Receivers and passing yards.
Stroud will step up into a clean pocket and a diving catch by Jaden Higgins. Down to the Carolina 25-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Houston.
Now Nick Haley's just showing off. He's showing all these wide receivers, and we talk about the crowded wide receiver room. As you see this nice route, you're seeing all of the guys right now get targeted and get the catches.
26-yard line, 3-step drop. Now Stroud will toss over the middle, and securing that football is Nick Chubb, and a good gain to the 22 on 1st down. Chubb on 2nd and 6. Plows up the middle. Found a good hold with the right side. He'll end up a yard short. His trip to the red zone brought to you by TDECU. And on 3rd down, Chubb up the middle. And it's 1st and goal, Houston. 1st and goal from the 8. It's Chubb again. Up the gut. Chubb to the 5 and falls forward in the backfield now with Stroud on 2nd down and goal. Stroud looking to throw. Has time now, dancing around, buying more time, stepping up, and Stroud will go down at the 5-yard line. Good coverage in the end zone from Carolina. Nobody. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Stroud looking, fires, tipped at the line, and it's incomplete. Looked like Bobby Brown the 3rd. Stroud with pressure coming to the goal line. Caught, touchdown! Have you heard this before? Stroud to Collins for 6.
What a drive, effective on first down. Excellent separation by the receivers when in man coverage. Great job. Watch Nico Collins right down here out of the bunch. Just going to run that quick flat route. Defensive back can't react, and C.J. Stroud is going to put that ball on the money. What a tremendous job, ND.
Fairbairn's extra point makes it a 7-0. And the kickoff, a line drive kick. Trevor Etienne will bring it up the field. And Etienne tripped up as he gets across the 25-yard line. Let's go back to the touchdown, John Harris.
Crystallized all right there in that touchdown play.
New quarterback in. Andy Dalton to the air on first down. And Dalton finding Etienne on the sideline. Some good work in the open field by. We get in motion. And a flag down. And this will be 5 against the Panthers.
And to your point, I love a coach that will put 2 running backs on the field.
Full start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Second down. Dalton, quick toss, and it's blocked away by Azeez Al-Shire. Improve his cover skills. Third down and 8. Dalton open out of the backfield. It's Dowdle. Dowdle's going to have a first down and more. Finally shoved out. Dowdle trying to bounce outside, and there's Will Anderson again.
And speaking of Will,
Best edge setter in the National Football League. Dowdle down in the arms of Al-Shire. Also third down and 8. 4-man rush. Dalton pumps, throws a wobbler down the sideline. It's incomplete.
he didn't throw a wobbler.
Second time we've seen the Texans affect the pass with a 4-man rush in the early going with that top defense. Braxton Berrios from the 10-yard line. Makes a little move, gets to the 15, and is buried just across the 15-yard line. First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. And Mills fumbles the snap, picks it up, and he's going to get positive yardage and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. But C.J. Stroud now 2nd and 6. Davis Mills into the shotgun. Panthers will rush 4. Mills throws, and it's Hutchinson with the catch. And Xavier Hutchinson, in the middle of a pitched battle at wide receiver, picks up 15 and a first down.
This is a guy that they really like. In the last 2 years, he dressed for 6.
Hi, Matt. How you doing? Because I know you're watching.
Woody Marks in the backfield. The first carry from Marks today. And Woody Marks showing a little bit of power. Look at that push all the way across the 45 to the 46, a pickup of 12. First down and 10 at the 46. Marks earns another carry. Push up the middle, barreling through tacklers again. Off the play fake. Mills to the sideline. A little too tall for Xavier Hutchinson. It'll bring up third down and 3.
I hope they don't rue the day they didn't draft one of those guys.
On 3rd and 3, Mills with pressure coming, dumps it behind his intended target, Justin Watson, and Chris Barnes. John Mechie in motion at the top of the screen. Mills steps into a clean pocket over the middle, and there's Justin Watson. They tried to connect on 3rd down. They do connect on.
An opportunity to complete that ball to Justin Watson. Good offense on 4th down.
And now on first down, quick toss. Braxton Berrios up the sideline. He had a touchdown last week, a flag down.
On the left side, Davis can throw the bubble screen if they flow to the run.
Pass interference. Offense number 81. 10 yards from the previous spot. First down.
Sounds like that should work in offensive football, and it did, other than being downfield.
So 1st and 20, Mills to the sideline wide of Berrios. And it's 2nd down and 20. 2nd and 20. Draw play. Gerard Jordan with his first carry. And he's down at the 41 in the arms of Sam Roberts.
Got Higgins out the bottom. That might be where they go.
10th play of the drive. They check it down short, and not much running room for Woody Marks. This one up, and it'll be fielded inside and down inside the 10-yard line. And Plummer on first down with the handoff, and not a lot of room up the defensive special teams. Plummer on 2nd down. to the sideline. Catch is made, and that's Hunter Renfrow. If you're wondering.
But I think he adds to this group with Carolina and gives him one of the better receiver cores in the NFC.
Bryson Tremaine in motion, the handoff to Etienne, and knifing in to make the stop in the backfield. Outstanding from E.J. Speed. Andy, we talked about him a lot last week in Minnesota. 2nd down and 9. Plummer or Tremaine, and Tremaine's got a first down just shy of the 35-yard line.
And Jalen Coker we're not even seeing today.
Little pace as Plummer goes back to the air, and a quick connection with David Moore. Spent most of last year on the Panthers practice squad, and now the handoff up the middle, and Etienne's got a first down to the 47 of Carolina. Plummer facing a 4-man rush, quick toss, and that's a pass that's knocked out of his hands and ends up with Jarrett Kingston. Renfrow in motion on 2nd and 8. Plummer sets it up for Renfrow on the sideline, and he is knocked to the turf. A big hit from Jalen Smith. Plummer, Texans rush 5. Plummer in trouble, chased and dropped. To'o finally finishing him off. Darrell Taylor providing the early heat on the. See Noel, we've seen Berrios in the punt return game so far today. Martin kicking it away from Noel. It'll bounce near the 10 and beeline out of bounds.
In high school, Kaylee would go to his hotels, see where he lived, talk with his family. As he said, you could clearly he loved me as a player.
That can last a lifetime. 2nd and 9. Mills to the sideline from Mechie, and a little bit too tall. Closing in was Corey Thornton on the coverage, and it's 3rd down for Panthers fans. Mills on 3rd down. Noel with the catch, but swarming quickly. That Carolina defense not letting Noel turn it upfield. Fair catch called for and made at the 46-yard line by Jimmy Horn Jr. Good field position coming after the 41-yard punt from Townsend. From the 46 on 1st down. Off the play fake. Plummer on the roll. Throws. Catch is made by David Moore, and Moore upended as he gets to the 38-yard line of Houston. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And so for Etienne, and the rookie from Georgia with a flag down behind the play.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Jack Plummer to the sideline, almost intercepted. Outstanding anticipation by D'Angelo on 2nd and 20. Plummer looking to his left, throws it, catch made to the 40-yard line, and a push to the 39 goes Bryson for the Panthers. 4-man rush. Plummer pumps twice. Now Plummer on the run, slides with Taylor on for Fitzgerald. Good snap and hold. Fitzgerald's kick is good. A low line drive, but good enough for Fitzgerald and good enough for 3 for the Panthers.
Okay, can I start a fight in a sense?
I would prefer not to be in a fight with the two of you. I would not fare well.
Another catch.
2nd down and 10 from the 32. Mills checks it short. Catch made, and down near the 40-yard line goes Irv Smith Jr.
Stating injury to Brevin Jordan, and Irv Smith is a guy that's been injured. When healthy, he's very productive.
And Smith gets the first down out across the 43-yard line. All about situations in the preseason, and this situation for Davis Mills to the sideline, and Mechie smartly out of bounds to stop the clock with 20 seconds to go.
Ball at the 30 or wherever it is, go down and kick a field goal, get some points before the end of the half.
4-man rush. Mills with time to the sideline, caught. That's Watson, and Watson did not get out of bounds, so the timeout is used by Houston. 1st down and 10. Mills looking, floats it on the sideline, and a flag is dropped.
That could not have been executed any better.
Defense number 31. The ball he plays in spot of the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
The Texans have executed this pretty well.
From the 23-yard line, Mills quickly to the sideline, a little too tall. Good snap and hold, and Fairbairn's kick curling through. And the Texans execute in the 2-minute drill. Our second half kickoff is brought to you by TickPick, the official fan experience partner of the Houston Texans. And the Texans with Tremont Smith on the return out near the 30-yard line. Slovis on first down to the air, and he finds Luke Lachey. Mechie in motion. Play action. Slovis with pressure in his face fires just wide of Jaden Higgins. Out of Ole Miss, the rookie with some high expectations in Carolina. Pressure coming late. Slovis looking for Mechie, and there's a flag.
He looks more annoyed than hurt.
That's exactly right.
Pass interference. Defense number 39. Ball be placed as spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Handoff on first down to Woody Marks out to the 42-yard line.
The power that he provides when he gets the football.
Handoff again. Marks up the middle into Carolina territory.
I like the way they're working together.
Here's Marks. Another opportunity, and Marks tripped up after a couple. There's Bam Martin-Scott again, another one of those.
And when you have that ball just being jammed down your throat, it really just throws your entire game off as a defensive line. The front seven, including the linebackers.
Slovis had good protection, finds the open man. That's Smith, tripped up at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 2. Play action. Slovis on the roll, dumps it to Smith. Smith down the sideline, and Irv Smith out of bounds near the Carolina 20. Mark him at the 19. Slovis got popped, but he got rid of it. Marks feeling very good about his chance. No, Slovis to the air, and it's through the hands of Jaden Higgins.
And he made a good throw. That's a great throw.
There's that run you were projecting. Woody Marks twisted down. Our 1st and 10 line this quarter is brought to you by Mattress Firm. On 3rd down, Slovis with good protection, and it's in and out of the hands of Jalen Noel. Good snap and hold, and Fairbairn's kick right down the middle, and an extent. Skipping at the 5 and into the end zone for the touchback. Jimmy Horn Jr. will. 1st down and 10. Hand off up the middle, and nothing there. How about Tommy Togiai? We called his name quite a bit last week in Minnesota, and the big man in the middle claw. Plummer looking, floating it, one-on-one coverage with Mollett. Motion from James Mitchell on 1st down from the 35. Plummer turns. Etienne with the cover, with the carry, and oh my! He ran into a.
Played really well when he started in place of Aziz Al-Shire.
Etienne again, and there's Hansen again. 3rd down and 4. 4-man rush. Plummer surveying the field. Nobody open. Dumps it short, and that's going to be a loss on the play as Raheem Blackshear can't get back to the 40-yard line. But
Holding. Defense number 22. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Second penalty on. And 1st downs carried with both of those flags. 1st and 10 from the 46. Etienne bouncing to the outside. A flag down behind the play. This one likely coming back as he's down at the Texans 30. But this is a hold that'll back up the Panthers.
Holding. Offense number 70. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Plummer bounced around Purdue, Cal, Louisville. His 2nd year in a Panther uniform, and not much running room for Etienne that time as he. 2nd and 18. Plummer over the middle, running free is Bryson Tremaine, and that's a 1st down for the Carolina Panthers. Russ Yeast finally brings him down at the 39 of Houston, but a well-thrown ball by Plummer, and Tremaine wide open.
And a nice catch, knowing that he's going to take.
23-yard pickup to the Texans 39. And pushing over the right side to the 34-yard line. Blackshear to the edge. Flag is down. So is Blackshear.
Holding. Offense number 46. 10-yard penalty. Second.
Second down, it's Blackshear. Down at the 41, and you speak of a guy who's trying to make a team. Plummer, slant, intercepted. Picked off and on the run across midfield is Jalen Smith, and down at the Carolina 46. 16-yard return. First down, Slovis with the blitz picked up. In trouble, dumps it short. Smith is there. And Irv Smith down. Second down and 3 from the Panther 40. It's Jordan with a carry. And that'll be a first down. Jawar Jordan to the 36-yard line.
Great job by the running backs today.
And on first down, it's Jordan again, trying to get sideways in what looked like a minimal hole. Second and 9. Slovis to the air, and a little too tall for everybody. Trey Swilling, the closest to that football, and will bring up 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Set up the screen. Jackson with blockers, and a first down. The rookie from Minnesota, Daniel Jackson.
That was beautiful.
On first down, it's Jordan with a carry, bouncing to the edge and just tripped up.
Iowa.
Second down and 8. Slovis in all kinds of trouble. Somehow gets free. Slovis on the run. Down the sideline. First down. Pulling a rabbit out of the hat.
We're seeing them more and more. A lot of these young quarterbacks, they're showing their athleticism. And it's not just the Lamar Jackson type athleticism, but to be able to avoid the sack and buy himself some more time to say, you know what, I'm going to use this speed to pick up the first down with my.
The Drew Bledsoes, Dan Marinos aren't going to be able to stand back there. You have to be able to move, get yourself out of danger.
There's Slovis on the roll. He'll just throw this one away. Nobody open. Good coverage by Carroll. Could be the final play of the quarter. Toss play. Jordan on the edge, and Jordan tripped up as he rides the wave down near the 6-yard line. Jawar Jordan moving back into the backfield. Slovis looking. With time, nobody open, buying more time, looking in the end zone, and he'll throw this one away. Slovis looking, throws, incomplete, at the 2-yard line, batted away.
But when we go places, I have to deal with the elements, and then Andre brings his heater. And
I'm very worried about you dealing with the elements in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the elements in Los Angeles might be
motivation. It's been a crazy past 2 months with her, but such a blessing. So really cool to have them in the stands today along with my family.
Fellow receiver Nico Collins called you a slot magician. What are you trying to bring to the offense for the Texans?
Just consistency, play in, play out. Got a big play here. Just consistency.
Former teammates blew up. You said a lot of them live in Houston. How great is it to have those relationships already here waiting for you and your wife to come to?
Yeah, it's big time. I've always loved Houston. When I was in College Station, would always come down to Houston for the weekends that we had off, and always had a bunch of love for the city and friends to be able to lean on. It's just been really helpful for us, and so we're excited for this new chapter.
Good luck this season, Christian. Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hurts to work on second down. Handoff to Taylor, barreling to the goal line. No signal yet. J.J. Taylor is stopped short, and it's 3rd and goal inside the 1. British Brooks in now at running back. And on 3rd down, Brooks the carry to the goal line, pushing his way in for a Texans touchdown.
That's the right guy on the goal line right there. That's the guy you want. He will put his head down. He'll run through you like we talked about last week on kickoff. He ran through a Viking. I got a chance to talk to him about it. He was like, yeah, he was just in the way, and I ran through him. There are a lot of guys in the way there. But
kind of comes to town, and he gets a preseason rushing touchdown against the team from the state he used to call home, as the kickoff is good. Fairbairn will kick it off. Line drive kickoff from the 2-yard line. Not a lot of room. Trying to get back to the 20 with a flag down. Still waiting for the official word. It's going to be against Houston. Motion across on first down from Hudson. And room out to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 4. Horn in motion. Flag is down, and the handoff again to Lynch Adams, and he gets 2. But a flag down, and that's
Legal formation. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Motion behind from Horn. The swing is to Horn on the edge, trying to find some room, and a good trip up at the 30-yard line. Casey Osai with the dive to just grab. 5-man pressure. Plummer throwing. It's incomplete. Arnett on the coverage, and here comes a flag.
Pass interference. Defense number 41. Ball he places spot the foul. Automatic. First down.
The Texans did a lot of work checking his character, making sure things were on track. And he said, I've made some significant, serious life changes.
Or it's for another NFL team, just the fact that he's getting the opportunity to show what he can do. So the other teams can take a look as well, even if it's not in Houston. But I would love for him to stay on the practice squad just so he can continue to have this team put its arms around him.
First down and 10 from the Texans' 42-yard line. Lynch Adams again tagged at 2nd and 6. Lynch Adams put his foot and planted, tried to cut to the right, a little bit of an awkward plant. He's down at the 40, a loss on the play of 2.
And you never know when it might work.
Pressure up the middle from Togiai. To the sideline goes Plummer, and out of bounds, short of the first down. Again, a kicking battle in Carolina. Fitzgerald hit from 52, right from 55, wide left.
Just said it right there. Rose Gardens. When I was in San Francisco, they had one out there in San Jose. I know what his message is. I know what he's thinking. He knows how I'm thinking. So you don't have to like tiptoe or guess around, what's coach thinking. I don't know. So I think it makes it a lot easier just to like relay the message.
I didn't tell you this, but I told him what you said about him, and he became pretty emotional and said how great of a guy you are. How important is it for coaches to invest in their players as people first?
Perfectly what Coach D'Amico does, because he's the same way. Since I met D'Amico, he was the same way. Cared about me as a person and a player. That's how Nick is.
Thank you so much, Aziz. We love that. Good luck this season. We're going to break. Coming up, fourth quarter.
Sharing is caring. Or at least that's what Care Bears taught me.
Yeah, I mean, they've taught you many things. 2nd and 9, motion across from Bryce Pierre. And toss too tall for Dominique Daphne.
On his boot right now. But
time to send it down to the sidelines in the regular season.
That's right.
3rd and 9. Plummer with good protection. Now the pocket breaks down, and down he goes. Solomon Byrd. Sack at the 2.
When we talked about it earlier, making big plays on 3rd down. Those 2 interceptions that we just saw, that came on 3rd down. Before this sack, we saw 2 sacks.
On punt return now for Houston. And almost got there. There will be no flag for running into the kicker. Smith from the 45 across midfield, and Smith to the Carolina 45, where Houston will start with 2:51 to play in the 4th.
I told Frank Ross this during practice as JJ takes the ball.
Ooh. Good run of 9 for Taylor.
From this whole team, but especially from Frank Ross' special teams.
2nd and 2. Mertz will check it down. Taylor trying to lower the shoulder. He's got the first down, working through
a couple times, once on the screen, once on the touchdown. He had Kirk a couple times on the snag routes. I love the way that CJ spread the wealth to everybody in the receiver group. Everybody gets a touch. Everybody can be happy.
So he showed a little bit of his arsenal today, and the big ask is that he's the player of the game when Tampa comes to town, when he's playing in that regular season. It's very valuable because even when you talk about Ursary going against 2 of the best edge rushers every day at practice, when he's going against Will Anderson, when he's going against Daniil Hunter, he's seeing other good starter caliber with different type of moves that he gets to go against. And you can